some drachmi? You there. You have a kind soul. Help an old man buy his next meal.
Your soul also seems kind.
I am grateful and humbled, stranger. Tell me, what do they call you?
I'm Alexios. And you?
Just a simple beggar. I sailed from Persia to see the beauty of the Greek world.
I can do many things, Persian, but I can't restore sight.
Nor would I want you to. My blindness is a burden that the gods have given me to carry, and I will.
Then what?
Be my eyes. When I was a boy, an Athenian told me the most beautiful tales of your lands. I would love to hear them again. Would you go see the places I never was able to, and return to tell me the tale of your adventures?
I'm not much of a storyteller, but I will be your eyes.
I knew I sensed kindness in you. You've made this old Persian happy again.
Don't thank me yet. What places do you wish you could have seen?
My favorite tales were always of the Acrocorinth. The statues of Zeus and Athena, the purge of the armored bird in Arcadia, and of course, the mysterious mound Taigetos.
I'll be back with stories to tell.
As soon as you've seen one location, please return.
This papyrus is so old. Good.
हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सबका हमारी गेमिंग चैनल में। तो आज हम असासिन क्रीड ओडिसी का चौथा पार्ट खेलने वाले हैं। तो 3 पार्ट आगे हमने शूट कर लिए हैं, तो अगर नहीं देखे हैं तो आप लोगों को मैं लिंक आई बटन में दे दूंगा, तो ज़रूर से जाके देख लीजिएगा। तो चलिए फिर इस पार्ट को हम यहीं से स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो थोड़ा सा मैं अगले पार्ट के बारे में आप लोगों को बता देता हूँ पहले, फिर इसकी स्टोरी कंटिन्यू करेंगे हम। तो जैसा कि अगले पार्ट में आप लोगों ने देखा कि हम कैफेलोनिया से अभी एक आइलैंड पर आए थे, और उस आइलैंड पर हम जो है स्टेंटेटोर से मिले। स्टेंटेटोर जो निकोलाउस का बेटा है, तो स्टेंटेटोर से मिलकर, मतलब कि स्पार्टन से मिलकर हमने मेगारिस का सामना किया, एक वॉर किया, और उसमें हमने जीत भी हासिल की। और बाद में हम निकोलाउस से भी मिले, और एलेक्सियस के मन में जो भी सवाल थे वो सब उसने निकोलाउस से पूछे। उसके मन की जो भड़ास थी वो पूरी निकाल दी उस पर। अभी की स्टोरी में ऐसा है कि हम यहाँ पर जो एक बेगर से मिले जो पर्शिया से आया है, तो उसको जो है वो पहले यहाँ पर आ चुका है, तो उसे जो है ये ग्रीस पूरा बहुत ही पसंद आया है। तो उसको जो 4 जगह है वो देखनी है, वो देख नहीं सकता है, तो हम उसकी मदद करें वो 4 जगह को देखकर फिर उसको जो है हम बताएंगे कि वो जगह कैसी है। तो बस इसीलिए हम निकले हैं ये 4 जगह देखने। तो बहुत ही अलग अलग जगह है, बहुत दूर है ये चारों जगह, लेकिन हम एक्सप्लोर करेंगे ताकि जो है हमारे मैप में भी ये सब अनलॉक हो सके ये जगह है, और हम जो है सिंक्रोनाइज कर लेंगे ताकि फास्ट ट्रैवल में भी हमें मदद मिल सके। तो इस गेम का म्यूज़िक साउंड जो है बहुत ही बढ़िया है, बहुत ही पसंद है मुझे। मैं गलती से 4 जगह बोल गया, लेकिन ऐसी 5 जगह है जहाँ पर हमें जाना है। तो दूसरी जगह पहुँचते हैं। आई थिंक जो जगह पर हमें जाना है तो उन सबको हमें सिंक्रोनाइज ही करना है। आई थिंक इस जगह का नाम स्टिम्फल एंड बर्ड्स है। इस ट्री का जो शेप है वो बर्ड की तरह है। वाओ, आई लव दिस म्यूजिक। जो भी जगह पर हमें जाना है वो सब जगह ऊपर है। तो इस जगह का नाम टाइगरटोस है, टाइगरटोस ओवरलुक। हर सिंक्रोनाइज में म्यूज़िक अलग अलग है, थोड़ा थोड़ा सा चेंज है, बाकी सेम है। तो अभी एक ही प्लेस रहा है, द स्टैचू ऑफ एथेना, तो वहाँ पर तो हम फास्ट ट्रैवलिंग कर कर पहुँच जाएंगे। ये गेम जिसके ऊपर बेस्ड है, स्पार्टन और ग्रीस और ये एथेन, ये सब, तो आई थिंक वो सब लोग 2nd सेंचुरी में थे, तो उस वक्त भी ऐसा स्टैचू बनाना वो कोई आम बात नहीं है। तो उस वक्त भी कंस्ट्रक्शन और बहुत ही नेक्स्ट लेवल था। ये देखकर ही हमें मालूम चलता है कि ये जो स्टैचू है कितना बड़ा है।
Says it was written by Themistocles, the Athenian general.
सभी लोकेशन को सिंक्रोनाइज कर लिया है हमने, तो वापस चलते उस बैगर के पास।
I could hear your footsteps. Welcome back.
ये जो फ़ॉन्ट थे वो पहले येलो कलर के थे, तो वाइट क्यों है अभी? सबसे नीचे वाला तो अभी ऑप्शन नहीं दिखा रहा है।
So tell me what you know.
It's great.
आई थिंक इसको सुनने का कोई मतलब नहीं है, तो जो भी देखा उसने वो बता रहा है उसको, तो इसको फटाफट से दौड़ा देते हैं।
You did. I return. The mountain is just a mountain like any other. What makes Taygetos a place of suffering is the people there.
That is true of all the world's worst places.
When I was a child,
I could tell from the moment I met you that you carried the burden of suffering. Let it stay in the past.
okay, I've told you what I remember. Now tell me about yourself. What's a Persian doing here?
Persia
बताओ बताओ भाई, एक पर्सन यहाँ पर क्या कर रहा है?
In times of prosperity here, Persians always seem to suffer. And when you're at war with yourselves...
Persians know peace?
Indeed. My people prospered after King Xerxes was murdered. All except for me. A man tried to kill me with poison, which is how I lost my sight. I fled and arrived here.
No one would want you dead. और दूसरा ऑप्शन है there's a price on your head. There's a price on your head.
So there's a price on your head. Now I'm interested.
There was, though there isn't anymore. Now then, tell me another tale, and I'll tell you more of my past.
तो जैसे जैसे हम उसको सभी जगह के बारे में बताएंगे तो वो उसका पास्ट बताएगा वैसे हमें।
I've seen Kefalonia from the statue of Zeus.
Tell me, is it still a place of great beauty?
Its people are the happiest in all the Greek world. They sing and dance into the night with full bellies and full hearts.
That isn't how it was described to me at all. The tales go that its lands are among the world's most beautiful, and its people among the most pitiful.
Your turn to tell me something. You said a man tried to kill you.
The man who rose up to kill the tyrant Xerxes was named Darius. He was of a new creed of killers, unlike any Persia had known. He was also the man hired to kill me.
A killer of kings, hired to kill a simple blind man. Why?
I have your interest, do I? Tell another tale, and I will too.
You'll be glad to know I've been to the statue of Athena at the Acropolis.
Ah, if only I could have been there to feel her presence. Would you describe her to me?
Oh, it's even better than you can imagine. Made of pure gold. Chip one toe off her, and you'd have enough drachmae to eat for the rest of your life.
Gold? No, it can be. I was always told she was bronze and stood guard over the city of Athens. Warning the
लगता
past
gold
and
जैसा ही
the
है।
future.
Now that's out of the way, you owe me a tale. You said the king killer Darius was hired to kill you too?
He was. By my brother.
Your brother? None of this is making any sense, old man.
I trust you. So I will tell you. My brother and I are the last living sons of King Xerxes.
Impossible. That would make you a king.
I was. My name was Artaxerxes. I guided Persia through a time of peace. But my brother wanted the throne and plotted my death. Now, I hide here, exiled, living the life of a simple beggar. I will tell you more. But first...
Yes, a tale for a tale. I've traveled to the Acrocorinth. From there, I could see all of Corinthia.
I can only wonder at what the worshippers of Aphrodite do to pay her tribute.
It's quiet, mostly. People praying, offering sacrifice. You know, typical sanctuary stuff.
A temple to Aphrodite? Quiet? Impossible. Have you ever been to the temple?
Now you tell me, King Artaxerxes, how can I believe your story? You don't exactly look like royalty.
Well, that's the point. I am hiding.
Show me proof.
I could. You see, I knew a man named Themistocles.
The Athenian general. I heard stories about him being ostracized from Athens.
Over petty politics. He came to Persia to me, looking for refuge. I was king, but only a boy. He spent his days learning Persian and telling me stories of his home. Places like the Acrocorinth, Mount Taygetos.
The places you wished you could see.
I loved the tales and loved Themistocles like a father. He was kinder to me than Xerxes ever was. Tell me one last tale, and I'll tell you why he hid his treasure.
If you'd like to hear about the bird, I could describe it to you.
Nothing would make me happier.
The great bird with metal feathers attacked me. I fought it off with my bare hands.
Ah, you did? So you fought it just like Heracles? I'd heard the statue was built to guard a place of chaos and calm.
So, I've been to the 5 places Themistocles told you about in his tales.
For that, my soul will be eternally grateful. As for my tale, Themistocles died peacefully in Persia, as one of us. I promised him I'd see the places he told me about. His stories will live on in me. And now you.
And what of your story?
I let the people believe Darius succeeded in killing me, so I could escape.
Artaxerxes, there's something else you should know.
Yes?
My grandfather was Leonidas of Sparta.
That means...
Your father, King Xerxes, killed my grandfather.
Then you're bound by blood to avenge him.
Artaxerxes, false king! These Mythios led me right to you. Time to finish what I started.
Alexios, please!
Stand behind me.
Agli spera. Via di tutto nolon.
Artaxerxes, are you hurt?
Despite being bound by honor to avenge Leonidas, you saved me. Thank you.
I had no choice. That man wanted you dead. Must have been another one of your executioners.
It was. If he doesn't return to Persia, my brother will send another, then another. It's time this old man accepts his fate.
Sure, you could give up. Or you could sail home, kill your brother, and take back your kingdom.
I spent my entire life undoing my father's work. I won't end my life becoming him. As for you, there is the matter of your payment.
Well, I did save your life, and I went on an adventure for you, Your Highness.
You did? Though much of what you said is not how I remember Themistocles telling it.
Things change?
Ah, we approve of that, aren't we? Now, for Themistocles' treasure, find the tomb in Salamis where he made his triumphant stand against my father's navy. That's where your reward awaits.
ओके तो इससे बात कर कर हमें पता चला है कि ये बेगर नहीं है, प्रिंस ऑफ पर्शिया है। खुद के भाई ने इसके साथ धोखा किया है, उसको मारने के लिए लोग भेज रहे हैं, लेकिन हमने इसकी मदद की तो इसके बदले में हमने एक ट्रेजर के बारे में उसने बताया है हमें, तो उसको जाकर हमें लेना है। तो वो क्या चीज़ है वो तो हम वहाँ पर जाएंगे तभी पता चलेगा। ओके तो रेड सिंबल है, तो हम इनसे लड़ ही नहीं सकते हैं क्योंकि हमारे से बहुत आगे का लेवल है इनका। तो बस हमें हमारा ट्रेजर लेना है चुपके से और निकल जाना है। बहुत ही धीरे धीरे जाना पड़ेगा क्योंकि एक भी देख गया तो साला मार डालेगा। और इनसे लड़ने का तो हम सोच भी नहीं सकते। चलो कोई भी नहीं है तो चलते हैं आगे। अभी आ रहा है, वापस 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 वापस। कुत्ता तो आ रहा है सामने से, फटाफट से लूट करते हैं और निकलते हैं। तो चलिए फटाफट से निकलते हैं। मैं यहाँ पर थोड़ी देर भी रुकना नहीं चाहता। तो चलिए हम चलते हैं हमारे मेन मिशन की ओर। एल्पेनोर से मिलने जा रहे हैं कुकीज़ में।
Misthios. How was Megaris?
The wolf is dead.
Excellent. The full amount as promised. You expected me to haggle? Come now, Alexios. It isn't every day I have someone kill their own father. But he wasn't your real father, was he?
Why did you send me to kill Nikolaos?
Because I knew you could. Oh, why him? Because he was brilliant. He would have taken Athens in a month, 2 at most. And Stentor doesn't have the wolf's genius.
You wanted to save Athens?
There's no profit in a quick war. I know. It's a lot to take in all at once. Come. Tell me, Misthios, did you learn anything worthwhile in your dealings with the wolf?
He mentioned my mother. She still lives.
Not for long, I'm afraid.
What are you talking about?
You are going to bring me her head, of course.
Are you out of your mind?
You killed the man who raised you for a sack of coins. I only assumed you wanted your family dead as much as I do.
Malaka! You think you can play with me? I'll cut out your tongue!
So disappointing.
साला हरामखोर आदमी है। ना तो स्पार्टन के साइड में है ना तो एथेनियंस के साइड में है। इसको बस पैसे कमाने हैं, इसीलिए ये सब खेल कर रहा है। और साला मोहरा हमें बना रहा था। इसको लगा कि हम सबको मार देंगे पैसे के लिए। ये सील वालों की दिक्कत रहती है, पेरी पेरी करनी पड़ेगी। पेरी 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 पेरी।
Elpenor snuck away like a coward. I should... A letter to Elpenor. Oh, Phoebe. You led him right to me. Elpenor's looking for a woman. I wonder who he wants in his slimy grasp now. This is a ship manifest. Elpenor selling weapons to both Athens and Sparta. He wants this war to go on forever. I have met some treacherous people. None of them compare to Elpenor. I'm going to look under every rock, in every shadow, until I find and kill this vile serpent.
जैसा कि मैंने पहले आपको बताया कि ये जो है स्पार्टन और एथेनियन दोनों को वेपन सप्लाई करता है और ये चाहता है कि ये वॉर है चलता ही रहे ताकि वो जो है पैसे कमा सके इसके बदले में। एल्पेनोर इज स्टिल इन फुकिस, तो फुकिस में ही है वो, तो उसको ढूंढ कर पहले मारना है। वैली ऑफ द स्नेक नाम की जगह पर है वो, एक गुफा में है। तो कुछ रास्ते बहुत ही लंबे होते हैं, तो इसीलिए मैं जो वो पार्ट है वो बीच में से काट देता हूँ। तो डायरेक्ट अभी हम डेस्टिनी पर पहुँच गए हैं। अभी जो हम वेपन यूज़ करते हैं तो उसमें डैमेज ज़्यादा रहता है और चलाने में भी मज़ा आता है। जो दूसरी जो तलवार है और वो सब होती है तो उसमें डैमेज कम लगता है लेकिन वो फास्ट चलाते हैं। आई थिंक यही एल्पेनोर है। यस यस यही। साला कोने में जाके मरा। अभी तक वो निशान गया क्यों नहीं? ओके, उससे पास से कुछ लेना है। अभी क्या लेना है? डिस्गाइज कर कर कुछ चीज़ है वो लेनी है।
Killing me is a mistake.
Trusting you on Kefalonia was a mistake.
I am the reason you left that island alive. The cult wanted you dead.
What cult? Where are they?
तो एल्पेनोर को हमने मार दिया, तो उससे हमें पता चला कि वो कोई कल्ट कर जो समुदाय है उससे मिला हुआ है। सॉरी, मिला हुआ था। तो हमारा अगला मिशन कल्ट के बारे में जानकारी हासिल करना है।
Alexios, isn't this remarkable? We're so close to the gods, I can feel Apollo all around me. How did it go with Elpenor?
We can talk later in private. Who's this?
Just a simple pilgrim. He just saw the oracle. I couldn't help but ask if she's as glorious as they say.
Well, is she?
She left me with more questions than answers.
That's the oracle for you. You weren't lying. It really is the spear of Leonidas. I may have mentioned you. Naka. Barnabas, use your head.
Well, it's just he seemed interested in legends. Like you. I thought you might get along.
How did... You know my spear just by looking at it? You're more than some simple pilgrim.
All things in Delphi are more than they appear. Even I. My name is Herodotus. I'm a storyteller. Or I was. This war is forcing us all to new extremes.
That much is true. Why are you hiding your identity?
I'm here on behalf of a man in Athens. A very powerful man. We intend to finally end this war.
You told me you came to ask the Oracle a personal question.
War is personal, Barnabas.
So, you came to seek the Pythia's guidance on how to end the war?
I did. Though something is wrong in Delphi. Guards at every turn, people being turned away.
You don't seem convinced the Pythia can be believed. What did she tell you?
I asked her to show the path to the war's end. She said, spring should not wish for winter, as it brings death with it.
Such wisdom. I don't understand a word of it, but that's why she's in there and we're out here.
I know a threat when I hear one.
You were on Kefalonia for too long.
This line is ridiculous. Are there always this many people to see the Pythia?
These are more than just people. Every city sends a Fiori, or sacred ambassadors to seek guidance on behalf of their people. The Pythia not only shapes the destinies of individuals, but of the entire Greek world.
Imagine what power one would have if they controlled what came out of her mouth.
Apollo controls this.
Of course he does.
Delphi is nothing like they say. Has it always been like this?
No. This was once an open and welcoming place. But war changes things. People seek out the Pythia for more political reasons. Prophecies in times of war often stir violent emotions.
It's wise to keep your blades sheathed. Drawing blood in Delphi is considered an insult to Apollo. Punishment is severe.
I have my own questions for the Pythia, but this line... I'll be an old man by the time I see her.
You're joking! You carry more blades than a field of grass!
I didn't come here to start trouble.
Trouble? Just walk in! Who's going to stop you? The priest?
All right. But if things get out of hand, I'm blaming you, Barnabas.
Is he not every bit as great as I said?
I'm here to see the Pythia.
Only those chosen by the light of Apollo may enter.
How does one get chosen?
One goes to the back of the line.
Do I look like someone who waits in line?
तो पिथिया नाम की कोई है जिसको सब लोग बहुत ही मानते हैं, तो उनसे मिलने आए हैं हम।
Enter into the light of Apollo, the light that illuminates shadow. Choose your question wisely, mortal, for you have but one. Speak, truth seeker.
ढूंढने तो मदर को आए, लेकिन फादर का पूछते हैं। चलिए।
I'm looking for my father. My true father. Who is he?
It's you? From the visions. The child on the mountain.
How could you know that?
You need to leave. Now.
Leave? Do you have any idea what I've been through to get here?
Oh, but I do. While in Kausos, you didn't cower in the face of the priest. A child and her family still live thanks to you.
But how?
No one can hide from the light.
Please. I've come this far. You must have the answers I seek.
Child of the mountain, the cult of Cosmos have eyes everywhere. They will kill you.
Cult of Cosmos?
The Oracle has spoken! The prophecy is yours!
You never answered my question!
The Pythia is done for the day.
I'm not leaving until I get answers! Herodotus, you're still here. Where's Varnavas?
He's gone back to your ship. You don't look happy with your prophecy.
She knew who I was.
She's the Pythia. It's her business to act like she knows you.
That was no act. She said she had visions of me as a child on a mountain.
What child hasn't stood on a mountain?
I was thrown from that mountain. My life started and ended on that mountain. I'm telling you, she knew who I was, what I'd done. Tried to warn me.
Warn you? About what?
She mentioned the cult of Cosmos. Does this mean anything to you?
I'd heard whispers. A cult unlike any other coming to their feet. But I paid them no mind.
The Pythia seemed afraid of them. Guards took her away.
Took her away? Then the whispers were true. If this cult has corrupted the Pythia, this is devastating news. Do you understand what this means? Through her, the cult controls the world.
I need to speak with her when she's not so well protected.
That would require a miracle from the gods. She is always protected.
You know more about the Pythia than I do. Where would she be?
When she's not in the temple of Apollo, she's at her home in the Hora of Delphi.
I'll find where the Pythia lives. And I will get answers.
Alexios, don't forget. Brute force is useless when finesse is required.
तो पिथिया को ढूंढने के लिए हम पहुंच गए हमारे डेस्टिनेशन पर। तो पिथिया यहीं पर है। तो इस जगह का नाम जो है ओरेकल है। तो हमारे जो क्वेश्चन के आंसर है वो पिथिया ही दे सकती है। तो उसको सब मालूम है, लेकिन गार्ड की वजह से वो कुछ वहाँ पर बोल नहीं सकी। तो इसीलिए हम उसको अकेले मिलने आए हैं यहाँ पर। आजा आजा, इधर आजा। यहीं पर घास में मारेंगे तुझे। तो सबको यहीं बुला बुला कर मारेंगे। तो इसको जो है हम एरो से मारेंगे, हेडशॉट। कोई बात नहीं, इधर ही आ रहा है। चलो एक और दिख गया। कौन है? ओके, आजा। पिथिया को जो है कल्ट के आदमियों ने पकड़ रखा है। अगर वो उसके साथ मिल गई तो बहुत ही बुरा हो सकता है। तो इसीलिए हम उससे बात करने भी जाने वाले हैं अभी। तो इसके बाद जो है मैं कौन सी गेम खेलूं, किसका वॉक थ्रू करूं, वो मैं थोड़ा सा सोच रहा था। तो मैंने लास्ट ऑफ अस भी देखा। तो थोड़ा सा लास्ट ऑफ अस का जो सेकंड पार्ट है बहुत ही बढ़िया है। तो वो मैं सोच रहा हूं खेलने का। तो चले फिर देखते हैं अभी क्या होता है, क्योंकि उसकी जो स्टोरी है मुझे पसंद आई है थोड़ी सी। तो इसको जो है जितना हो सके हम उतना ही जल्दी ही इसको ख़त्म करेंगे। जैसा कि पहले मैंने आपको बताया था कि इसको जो है हैवी वेपन से ही मारना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि जो ये डैमेज है वो ज़्यादा देता है। ओके, तो ये मर्सिनरी था इसीलिए जल्दी मर नहीं रहा था। बाकी सारे जो कैप्टन होते हैं जगह जगह के, वो तो जल्दी मर जाते हैं।
No! Guards!
I'm not here to hurt you. I just want answers.
The Pythia is a sacred vessel of the gods. People travel the world for my answers. But none of them would dare break into my home. Apollo's wrath will be cruel and swift. Guards!
I'm looking for my family. And everywhere I go, people are either lying or trying to kill me. You're the first person who might have some answers.
But they'll kill me if I tell you.
Not if I get to them first. Help me, and no harm will come to you. I promise.
All right. But ask your questions quickly. The longer you're here, the more at risk we both are.
You have an opportunity to do the right thing. Tell me where to find the cult. Tell me where they are, or we'll go find them together.
Beneath the Temple of Apollo, there is an ancient chamber. I think they meet there. But without one of their cloaks and masks, you won't make it more than 2 steps inside.
Where can I find one of these cloaks and masks?
There is a man. He visits me from time to time, makes sure I'm well taken care of. I have the biggest house in the Hora of Delphi, yet he still offers drachmi for my troubles. Gives me the creeps.
What's his name?
Elpinor.
Elpinor? He's with the cult?
I can't be sure, but if he is, he would definitely have what you require.
I sent Elpinor to the underworld. I knew the mask I stripped from his corpse would come in handy.
May Apollo protect you.
तो विख्या के अनुसार एशियन चैम्बर कर जगह है, वहीं पर हमें जाना होगा। तो कल्ट के बारे में जो जानकारी है वो हमें वहीं पर मिलेगी, लेकिन उसके लिए हमें उसका जो मास्क है और उसके कपड़े हैं उसको कलेक्ट करने हैं। तो बस वही लेने जा रहे हैं। और उसने बताया कि जो कल्ट है वो हमें मारना भी चाहता है, तो वो मारे उससे पहले हम उनको मार डालेंगे।
Well, what did the Pythia tell you?
The cult of Cosmos is hunting me, but I'm going to hunt them first. She told me they meet in a secret chamber under the Temple of Apollo.
So it's all true. If the cult has done anything, it's fooled this old man.
I've killed the first cultist, Elpinor, a snake I met in Cephalonia. His mask and cloak will get me inside the chamber.
So they're underneath the Temple of Apollo? Yes, by the cave of Yea. I think I know the place.
Find it, and I'll meet you there.
अपोलो टेम्पल के नीचे गिया कर एक केव है, तो बस हमें वहीं पर जाना है। तो कल्ट का जो अड्डा है वहीं पर है, तो वहाँ पर जो है हम अगले पार्ट में जाएंगे। तो आई थिंक आप लोगों को ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा। तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट पार्ट में। चलिए फिर टाटा बाय बाय, सिया राम।